Hey, Steve Zicker, welcome back to Polkzoo channel in the guitar ladder system. Hey, I want to just talk a little bit about, chord families. And in the guitar ladder system, you're going to learn about 10 different systems of improvisation in a very organic way without a bunch of theory. I'm not saying theory is bad, but if you get hung up in theory, it really slows you down and really slows down your creativity. I've had people send me their CDs and it sounded so stiff, and then they start arguing with me about diatonic harmony. And I mean, if you marry one form of improvisation, you're screwed. You're going to sound really stiff. The art's not going to flow through you. You know, music and composing is a gift from the universe, but the more that you are able to receive it through understanding a lot of the fundamentals of improvisation, the more you can express, receive those ideas, and manifest them on your instrument. So it's really important to learn how to improvise. I improvise every day. It's also important to work in altered tunings, kind of like Michael Hedges talks about. It's a whole new universe. And think in terms of sound and color. But in terms of chord, and if you're interested in the guitar ladder system, I really prefer that you call me so I can, it's not a pressure thing, but it's just so I can explain to you a little bit more about it so you can make your best decision whether you buy it or not. That's not a big deal. But if you really want to take a quantum leap and dive deep into improvisation and dive deep into your own subconscious mind and discover your own unique musical ideas, as well as grow 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times faster. I've had students with hardly any natural talent that had so much growth in a year. It was kind of scary, actually. Almost like they were born in a more musical family. I know that sounds like bullshit, but it's actually true. One of my students was Sean, who was a fireman and a plumber, and he just made tremendous growth. If you're listening, Sean, I'm proud of you. But anyway, chord families. Okay, let's start with some simple things, and one of them is just like major 13. Now here, I may not be right at concert pitch. This guitar I'll sell to you for a couple $100. Anyway, major 13 to 7, sharp 5, sharp 9. Now when you find something that works like that, what you want to do is play it in a different area of your guitar, as many areas as possible, to input that sound and color into your subconscious mind. It's not just about, it's about feeding your head, feeding your musical mind, waking up your musical mind. So when you do something like this, then do it somewhere else. And this is a really nice chord, by the way. It's got a nice warmth to it. If you look at it and see, it's got a root, a 3. It's got the 7, a 3, a 13, and a 9. It doesn't have the flat 7 like a dominant chord, okay? I don't see a lot of people use this chord, actually, which kind of surprises me. It's just an absolutely beautiful chord, and almost as beautiful as this cup of coffee I'm drinking. I own coffeechannel.com, by the way, the domain name. If you want to make a ton of money, hit me up. I'm looking for investors for coffeechannel.com anyway. My only requirement is that you're sane, because I turned down one guy with $500,000. And you don't have to have that much money. You can invest 5, 10 grand in coffeechannel.com. I don't care. I prefer investors in the $100,000 to $500,000 or more range, but I'm flexible. Anyway, okay, major 13, 7, sharp 5, sharp 9. I like to come down diminished with that. Major 13, 7, sharp 5, sharp 9, come down the diminished. Okay. Now cycle 1 in the guitar ladder system, and the guitar ladder system is really more for intermediate and advanced players, but if you're a beginner and you can do a bar chord, you've got some strength, and you're not easily scared off, I'm going to give you 7 years anyway, so you could do the guitar ladder system. You can order it at stevesguitars.com, and it will make a huge impact. Cycle 1, is major 7, diminished 7, minor, diminished, minor, 7 sharp 5, minor 9, 7 sharp 5. And again, I've had people argue with me about this. I mean, you got to understand, you can't, live by the diatonic harmony. You play any great standard, it doesn't stick to diatonic harmony. It would be boring. Like one of my great teachers, Horace Hatchett, used to talk about changing chords all the time. And Horace Hatchett taught Howard Roberts how to play. Howard Roberts started the Musicians Institute in North Hollywood, one of the best jazz players ever. I heard about a jam he did once with Pat Martino that was supposed to just be unbelievable. Neither one of them wanted to do it. And when they finally jammed, it was one of the most beautiful things anybody's ever heard, from what I heard. Anyway, so yeah, another great chord is a form like this, where you're doing a dominant 9 chord, and then you can add the 13 on the top. That can resolve to a major 13 flat 5. And that's really nice because you get some contrary motion. Can you hear that? But my point is that music and art is a very subtle thing, and you need to wake up the musical ear and present the musical ear with different systems of improvisation in a non-left brain way, more in experience, like meditation. You experience your mantra on a more subtle level and tune into the higher frequencies and tune into life and tune into your own higher self and the one mind, etc., etc. I know this is I just got to be myself though, guys. But anyway, so the idea is to, kind of seed the subconscious mind with lots of different ideas. But this is a great form. Now, Ted Green used to get the 11th here with this note. So that would be a dominant 11 chord. But then he'd use the side of his finger to pick up that 13. That can resolve to a bichord, to a major 13 flat 5, to a major 13. So, like I said, it's great music. It's gonna use contrary motion, intervallic motion, symmetry, diatonic, flat 5 sub, secondary dominant, chromatic movement, all kinds of great stuff. But you're not going to come up with something really beautiful and creative if you're thinking all that stuff all the time. Even Joe Pass, who I studied with when I was 22 and I'm 66 now, used to say, well, if you're always thinking, you're going to suck. He didn't quite put it like that. It's true. There's a time for practicing and absorbing and inputting information into your subconscious mind, but then when you play and improvise, you just play. Now, sometimes you might get stuck and you might stop and think, okay, let me think. I could go a perfect 4 from this chord to this chord, or I could try a chromatic thing or whatever. I'll get into that idea later. But anyway, so here's the 11. Now I could do the 13 like that, where I have the 13 in the third. Okay, but it's a nice voice. When you get it like that, with getting that 13 on the side of your finger, you have to kind of push hard on this note and then angle your finger back this way, and that sets up to that bichord, and now you have some contrary motion. You have the treble going up and the bass going down, and that sounds really musical on the guitar. I think contrary motion sounds better on guitar than any instrument, really. To major 13 flat 5, to major 13 7 sharp 5 sharp 9 13 9 13 13 flat 9. That's a nice jazzy chord, which is the major 9/6. So I don't want to make this too long. And these are old strings, so they're having trouble intonating. Plus these tuners are okay. This is a really nice guitar. I actually love this guitar. I'll be kind of bummed if somebody buys it. It sounds unbelievable plugged in, and it actually has a really beautiful acoustic sound in it too. So anyway, that's a couple ideas for today. I want to make this a short video so it uploads. And you can order the Guitar Ladder System at steves@guitars.com. Just scroll down. I'll give you a year guarantee. This is for new customers. Try it. I want you to try it for at least a year. It doesn't take a year to get results. But I'm usually pushing the idea, and it's true too, that you're seeding the subconscious mind. But also, we're talking some accelerated learning here. We're seriously talking learning 5, 6, 7 times faster than normal. And this is a huge claim. I know it sounds like bullshit, but I've seen it happen over and over again. People with not that much natural talent all of a sudden started learning, growing, and creating musical ideas like they had more musical talent than they did before they started the Guitar Ladder System. It's incredible. because it'd be just like planting a seed in really lousy soil. Is it going to grow very good? No. With no water and lousy soil? No. You plant a seed in the right situation and it grows and develops. And that's kind of like, look at the guitar ladder system like really great soil, really great fertile soil, you know. And it's just the way we present the information to the subconscious mind cooperates with the science of neuroplasticity. And neuroplasticity is the way the subconscious mind learns, and this is really an interesting field. I've been into consciousness development for 37 years. I've been doing transcendental meditation for 37 years. I'm really into consciousness development and subconscious development, the way that we learn, you know, developing my mind and developing my consciousness in connection with the universe, and there's a lot to this subject. I've actually got my own system for developing consciousness called Time Aligned Transformation Lock. I'm going to be presenting that pretty soon in a little program. But anyway, for right now, I just want to share a couple ideas. And let's all stay positive and remember the universe is unfolding in time, not unraveling. Ciao.